You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. In the news today, Arewa youth demand Onanuga sack over comment on 2027 election. A group, Arewa Coalition of Youths, are blasted by Onanuga for his recent statement distancing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu from ongoing 2027 campaign efforts, saying that it is not only unnecessary but politically backward. In a statement issued by its Director General, Abubakar Aliyu Galadima Takai, the group said, rather than acknowledging the enthusiasm and loyalty of grassroots supporters across the country, the statement undermines the very spirit of democratic engagement. The statement added, it is disappointing that instead of capitalizing on the overwhelming show of support and momentum being built by devoted citizens, Onanuga chose to issue a restrictive declaration that dampens morale. He noted that his interpretation of the electoral law is overly rigid and fails to recognize the difference between unlawful campaigning and genuine political expressions by citizens. Takai strongly rejected the position, saying that the support for President Tinubu is organic and nationwide, and it cannot and should not be silenced by bureaucratic misinterpretation. Political visibility is not a crime. The Director General therefore called for the immediate replacement of Bayo Onanuga with a more politically attuned and grassroots-sensitive media advisor who understands the mood of the people and can strategically harness the energy of Tinubu's loyal base. To all loyal Tinubu supporters, do not be discouraged. Your efforts are noticed, and your passion is the fuel of the 2027 vision. Keep the fire burning, door to door, billboard to billboard. We remain resolute in our support of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he explained. These are some of the submission of one of the groups that are, working towards the re-election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027, and their bone of contention is on the singular fact that the current advisor to the president on media has spoken concerning a particular 2027 campaign issue that rose up, that it is not yet time for campaign as at present, and especially for President Tinubu, that every group that are trying to vie or do something for him should for now maintain status quo. They shouldn't start any campaign yet because by law it is not time for campaign. But Mr. Takai, who happens to head a particular non-governmental organization that is working even for the actualization of the re-election of Tinubu, a group from North. This man, Abubakar Ali Galadima Takai, who happens to be the Director General, has called out the advisor now, Mr. Onanuga, even demanding that the man should be sacked because of the fact that there is understanding about the action of free will Nigerians seems to be myopic. His belief is that there is difference between general campaign, which it is by law allowed by the Independent National Electoral Commission, and then the expression of personal opinion by citizen. And he also, faulted Mr. Onanuga that rather than acknowledging the enthusiasm and loyalty of grassroots supporters across the country, he said the statement Mr. Onanuga said undermines the very spirit of democratic engagement. And not only that, it's going to have dampened even the morale of the people. He even said it is disappointing that instead of capitalizing on the overwhelming issue of support and momentum being built by these devoted citizens, he has chose to issue a restrictive declaration that dampens morale, believing that some of the actions of Onanuga has dampened morale, which might in the long run affect the generality of support pool for President Bola Tinubu. Probably when the time eventually come for campaign to come in earnest, people might have been tired because they have been dampened, their morale has been dampened, and they couldn't go forward. And also, it can also be an opportunity for opposition to capitalize on that. It is possible. But right now, we've not seen anybody showing any interest. We've not seen any poster anywhere about the next general election in 2027, especially towards the presidency. Be it as it may, I think there is always a missing link when it comes to the link between the media aid of Tinubu and then their party or the people. So most of the time, they give information that at the end of the day, it seems as if there is no connectivity at all. And I think Mr. Onanuga needs to look into that, and the whole media team of President Tinubu, and also his campaign team, or those who are trying to have a voluntary, campaign structure for him. Let him need to see work hand in hand with some of his men so as not to have conflicts of opinion like in this situation, because someone has decided to do this based on his own conscience and will, and then the next thing is that the aides to the man they are doing it for has decided to dampen their morale, telling them that what they are doing is untimely, and they are seeing it as the man is only trying to undermine the spirit of democratic engagement. And Onanuga need to be very, very careful, knowing fully well that even the opposition is not resting. They are making moves to form a merger, have a coalition that can unseat the president come 2027. And if they succeed, I hope Onanuga will not have himself to be blamed. But if, like the president normally do, they decide to nip the whole thing in the bud, I think to an extent they'll be able to create a safe landing for themselves, I mean their party and even the president, if he eventually, rerun in 2027. But if he doesn't, well, the ball is in their court. They may decide to do whatever they like. But still, I know the party as a whole will want to still retain power in 2027. So whoever they want to field as a candidate, they need to work for him seriously, sell him even to the people so that the people can accept him and give him their votes, which is very, very important. And we cannot also rule out the fact that, yes, many groups are trying to gather themselves in order for them to begin to drum support for current President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, like this group of Arewa Coalition U. Yes, very, very important. And there are so many. That's how they'll be coming in order for them to just support the president. Maybe they have their own plan. Maybe they want to get something from the, but I know to a large extent, the people are the ones that will even determine whether it is President Tinubu that will go again or not. So irrespective of the individual personal ambition of these people, it doesn't hold water before the opinion of the people that the president is governing as at present. And this is very, very jamming. So let's keep our fingers crossed and see whether we see more people that will be coming out to give full support to President Tinubu, and we know begin to count down towards 2027 election. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like. Give us your thumbs up. Thank you.